A Malaysian ship carrying aid for Rohingya Muslims has arrived in Myanmar's commercial capital Yangon amid protests against the Muslim minority. The aid ship is carrying food and emergency supplies for thousands of Rohingya who have fled a bloody army crackdown. Dozens of Buddhist monks and demonstrators gathered outside the docking area in an anti-Rohingya rally. Myanmar's officials and Buddhists regard Rohingya as illegal immigrants from Bangladesh. Around 69,000 members of the community have fled to Bangladesh in the past 4 months. In 2015, Bangladeshi government introduced a plan for the relocation of Rohingya refugees to a remote uninhabited island. However, Human Rights Watch has called on Dhaka to drop its plan for the relocation of the asylum seekers. The rights group says the island has no facilities and submerges during the monsoon season. To discuss that further, we're now joined by Mr. William Spring, who is a human rights activist, and he's joining us live now from London via Skype. Mr. Spring, just for bringing in aid, we have these protests against the Rohingyas. That's quite symbolic, isn't it?
Yes, but I think that people have to understand that immigration is such a sensitive issue now, and anything which is seen to be supporting the Rohingyas in Myanmar is going to be interpreted in a very negative way by the host population. The trouble is we are living in very dangerous times for anyone who's trying to travel anywhere or in a minority in any country. The Trump presidency has shown this. How it's even impossible or been difficult for people with a green card to travel to the United States in the last few weeks. Now, what's needed is a clear understanding as to what we are able to do within international law to help Rohingyas and other minorities. And also a clear statement from the Myanmar government that they are going to respect international law. We haven't received this from Donald Trump yet because Donald Trump is concerned more with his own constituency, the people in the United States. And equally, that's the problem in Myanmar. The Buddhist monks are articulating the views of the vast majority of the Burmese people. And this is something that we have to try and work through by dialogue and discussion. I do not believe anyone should be persecuted on account of their ethnic origin, and it's also wrong to claim them as being settlers in Myanmar. They are a long-established minority in Myanmar, and this attempt to eject them has certain similarities to the ejection of the Jews in Germany in the 1930s. I think everyone's got to keep their heads and try and work things through. I think in the leaders of Burma or Myanmar there is a much more positive view if it can be, if they can be brought out into the open. We appeal to San Suu Kyi to take some action over this. This is giving a very bad impression of Myanmar to the rest of the world. I do not know Myanmar. My only connection with it is having read a book by George Orwell called Burmese Days, which was a long time ago, which was written many, many years ago. This is a crisis which I'm not over acquainted with, other than the fact that we don't get information anymore on the media in the West here. Most stories, which are very important, are suppressed, and this is very sad. We can't rely on the main news channels in the West.
Okay, Mr. Spring, I do apologize for interrupting you, but we'll have to leave it there at that. But of course, as always, we do appreciate you sharing your insight with us here at Press TV.